Okay then, so welcome back. Again, you're not going to look like this when you get here, but this is where you're going to start the mission. When I pick these items up, you're not really going to see anything drop. I'm not even going to gain any Amrita out of this, but I am going to show you guys around with this character. Now, obviously I have already been past this. I'm not going to use any abilities that I wouldn't already have gotten through this mission. So everything that I have equipped, in fact I'm going to make sure that everything I have equipped is available at this point. I mean that's not really a thing, we don't need that on, so let's take that off. 5 talismans available, elixirs available. Let's get rid of that. All these talismans would be available, but I don't think you'd level that high. So let's just put on... Was it this one? Nope. Let's take a look here. Quickly. Power pill. Right, cool. So these are the first skills that I unlocked as I went through. Now I'm not going to use any for a while, and only when I absolutely need to. Just to kind of make things a little bit fairer. Now the first thing you want to do is pick up that item right there, which I just picked up there. And that is going to be the weapon that you chose first. So, you know, make a decision as to which weapon you want to use first. Come around here. This item, I can't remember exactly what drops there. The only thing I really remember is where all the Kodamas are, which is what we're going to be finding. So, next up, you're going to want to probably rest at your shrine. Now, you're probably not going to have all these Kodamas all over your shrine right now. But what I am going to do is show you the route that you should take. Okay, so I'm going to go exactly the way you should go. I'm not just going to power through everything. I'm just basically going to go where you should go. So first up, you're going to defeat this guy. Obviously, he's pretty easy to avoid. So you know, feel free to kind of embarrass him. Now here, in a second, is going to be a good place to exercise the use of your stones. Before you go up that way, I recommend coming around to the right side. Now if you're feeling brave or you want to rest often, feel free to face a few of these. This is going to be good for you because, as you can see, he is able to drop a few pretty decent items. I mean, they're not going to be useful to me right now, but they will be useful to you as a new player. So to get for this guy, he is staggerable and he does attack very slowly, but that axe will one-shot you. Now with the Kodama, you should be pretty fine. And then next up, we're going to head on around to the right hand side just here. Again, kind of my heavy amount of stamina is going to allow me to get around here pretty quickly. Now I'm going to change to the Kodama here and show you why I like it so much. Oop, that was the wrong bit there. But basically I like this attack, which has good range on it, you see. And its light attack is fast as all. You didn't actually get to see the full extent of it there. So next up we're going to deal with this guy. Cool. There you go. Now you can see it actually hitting hard like it should do. Now here is where you are going to come across your first Kodama. He's going to be right in here, standing underneath this little box. Okay. Now, at this point, when you've got this Kodama, I would absolutely advise. Oh, looks like the big chest there opens up. I can't remember if or not you could open that, but if you can, that's going to give you some decent items. I absolutely 100% advise going back and resetting everything just to get that Kodama blessing in place. That way you will start getting benefit from it straight away. I can't remember which one it is, but it is absolutely worth doing. Now I'm not going to go back and reset because I'm able to kind of carry on, and it will make things a bit quicker for you guys. However, obviously you are going to come down here, want to grab yourself some new gear, and then we're going to head up this way. You're going to have the Titan on the right. As you can see, the radar working overtime. We can see that they've got an enemy around the corner. Let's be careful about this guy. I'm going to hit him with this. Boom! I don't care if you got a spear boy. I got more range than you. Now I'm going to show you one of the executions that you can get. Take his head off. There we go. We're going to head up and around this way. I'm going to stick to this left side first. Now on your second time coming through, obviously all this is going to be clear. So we're going to take this guy down. And I fully advise going through this route exactly as we've done here, jumping off this way, and keep on repeating until you get up there without getting hit like I have done, just to preserve your heals. Again, we've got these here that we can fight if you wish to. As you can see, they've gone up a little bit in level. You're going to get more out of them. You've got this way to go, but it's a bit of a trap. We're going to deal with that in a little while, but first we are actually going to go on this way. There's a guy that patrols along this side just here that you can kill if you wish to, but there's no real need. Not really anything up here other than you can actually jump off and attack him. We are going to deal with unlocking the next shortcut. Now by this point you probably will have had a ranged weapon drop, but if not, it's not an issue. We're going to grab this guy over like this, look. Try to bring people away from where they initially start. That's what I always try and do, because that's where they're going to be have the least advantage against you. So then we're going to go over this way. The archer over there is going to aggro on us, or it usually does. Hasn't done. We're going to have this guy though. Again, weapons range there truly coming through for us. We're going to dodge this guy's attacks, knock him down, and give him execution. Oh, he's moved enough to fire at me. He doesn't usually do that. So do be careful about that. Try and keep out of line of sight. You don't need to collect those items right now. What we're going to do, we're going to clear that in a second. First, we're going to head around this way so that we can loop around and get to first shortcut. We've got this. Got the Onmyo charm. Nothing's chasing us. We're going to go up here. Where is it? Should find the ladder. Ladder. Here we go. So we're going to go down the ladder. You can jump down this. Provided you haven't got not missed too much health. Now carefully head towards this one. You don't want to fall off and have to come all the way around again. Kick the ladder off. Down we go. And we have ourselves a shortcut to the shrine. So just as a demonstration, we're going to have a quick reset here. And then we are going to carry on. Obviously at this point, feel free to spend as much memory as you want on leveling, just to keep things going well. Okay then, so this little outtake in the video, it should look pretty seamless. Sorry guys, but for some reason the recording didn't catch this little part that we're about to do, so I'm going to redo this. So anything that looks slightly inconsistent, that is the reason, but shouldn't really give too bad of an effect. We're still equipped the same. We're just going to go back up the ladders that we used to get the shortcut. We're going to head back this way. And obviously we've just come down here. We've just done first unlock the first shortcut for the level. We're going to have these little zombie guys to deal with. So we're going to deal with those in due kind. Over this way we're going to have two more over on the ground. Now as you can see, they catch quite a lot of people out. There's always somebody that's dying to these. Don't let it be you. There's no real reason for it. We're just going to stand back and pummel them. Like this, look, you can have that. Boom. Yeah, let's take you. Oh. Getting a bit careless with the key there. I apologise for that. Kind of crazy because this level is already finished. I can't remember not whether we've said this on the way round already, but you're going to have a Kodama just here. I can't remember the numbers now because obviously I thought we'd had all 8 of them for the level. But no, they've got the one here, and there's two in this one, which will give you a total of 8. So I think that's going to be number 4 and number 5 for the mission. In any case, we're going to head over this way. You're going to want to get down here fairly quickly. You've got a dude with an axe. Be sure to take him down. Oh no, it's not an axe, he's got a sword. He's got a sword, not an axe. In any case, he's not going to pose a problem. I'm going to come around, take this guy out. He's pretty useless with his sword. So you don't really need to care about that. I can't remember whether or not I showed kind of collecting these little bits. They're quite unimportant for me at the moment anyway, so there's not really much of a need. Obviously you can come right around and deal with these guys if you want to. Get yourself the extra Amrita. Now there is actually an extra reason to kill these guys, which we're going to go over in the next episode. I had actually already finished it until I discovered this, so I'm going to have to create like a little outtake for that. Just kind of just gives you quite a good reason to be coming back and dealing with some of these guys. Oh wow, got totally caught out by lack of key there. You're about to get seen. Starts going down. There you go. All right, so yeah, from there, we want to go this way. We've got an item to collect over there. Careful on the left-hand side though, because there's a dude with an axe. You're going to find another Kodama over here, so that's going to be the 2 Kodamas for this part of the episode. ago and not picked all that stuff up, feel free to go and do that. Like I said, I can't remember what I have and haven't already done in front of you guys right now. Oh, I do have a different guardian spirit. I'm going to change him. Although it's too late. It's only going to be for this little bit anyway, so that's fine. Well, there's this axe. Oh, taking me down. I was so careful the first time around. Now I'm trying to rush just to get it all sorted. You got this up just here. Over this way, you'll be able to see the little drop down. Later on in the episode, you're going to see why we don't drop down there right now, and why if you want it, you can come back for it later. And then we're going to go around this way. Where are we? I'm going to go around here, turn right at this, and we're going to get to the second shrine. So from here, this should, in theory, slot into the rest of the series, rest of the episode, and you guys shouldn't really notice too much anyway. So yeah, hopefully it carries on nice and smoothly, and let's get on to the next part. Okay then, so carrying on. This is probably where you're going to come up against your kind of first kind of spike in difficulty across this level. Oh, come on. That's kind of where I'm going to have to bring some A game, because these guys are pretty nasty. Now by this point, if you have leveled how you want to level, now after I am going to put a leveling guide after this episode, so if you guys kind of want to see what does what, that will be in the next episode after this, just so that you guys can see that. Where are we going? Oh, you need to pass this way, that's fine. Of course, we're going to go up here, and basically on the right side we're going to have another axe ambush. It's right next to a shrine, so if you die, not really too much to worry about there. Cool. So what you can see here is that we can do a drop down attack on there. Now that fenced off area there actually links kind of a path between something that we saw earlier, and I'm going to show that in a moment. So we're going to dash off here and grab that. Because he's right, whoops. He has got a bow, so do be careful. We're going to jump off here. Show him why I shouldn't do that. Don't think there's anything to grab around here other than what they drop. Quite happy to drop me lots of ammunition. They probably will have dropped you a bow by now. In fact, let's see if they have dropped me a ranged weapon. They have. Look, I've got exclamation marks. So you are quite likely to have a bow at this point. Now this area, we've got quite a lot of stuff to clear, so be careful. First thing, go left. Over that way is almost a continuation of the same ambush, which is why we didn't come that way earlier. So we're going to kill this guy. Just going to absolutely ruin him. Now, during the areas previous to this, make sure you have practiced your key pulse, because against one of the enemies that we've got on its way, that is going to be important. Now we're going to deal with this guy first. Ooh. Come on. Now, as I was saying, we are able to use this massively to our advantage. This guy's really, really dangerous because he's quite armoured, should I say. He's got a huge heavy axe, so do not get hit by that. If you want to get this straight away, you're going to have Kodama down here. So that's Kodama number 4. And down here there should be an item too, if I remember rightly. No, there isn't. For some reason, there's always a revenant down here, and I don't know what's killing them. Because there's nothing ever killed me down there. In this room just here, we're going to have a big chest. So we're going to kill this guy. The reason I'm getting this first is because this is going to... what's the word? This is going to get you a decent amount of gear. Getting these big chests, as you can see, pretty advantageous to you. So do that. Particularly ammunition and stuff as well. So we're going to clear around the outside of this house before we actually clear the inside. So as you can see, quite a lot of enemies there. And even just kind of peeking my head around, we've ended up with 2. Right, we've ended up with 3. And my Accrued Kodama there, showing its value. Because we are able to absolutely wreck people just from range. And that's why I just see it as such a huge advantage. Like, you can ring around and rose these guys all the way around this house and not really have to be worried about anything. I'm going to execute this last guy. There we are. promise I'm not trying to make this look easy. Cool, so from there you can head around here and grab this item. And now everything's all going to link together for you. So, as you can see, a lot of people have died here. You've died to the outlaw, you've died to outlaws, just because there's so many of them there. Because the moment you walk around there, you're going to get about 4 or 5 enemies straight on you. And to get here this way, you're going to always be going to have to come through another ambush, which I'm going to spring from the wrong way in a second. So this is just a full-on uphill struggle, as you can see. Now over this way, you should be able to jump off and get an item. So we'll grab that on the way around again, just showing how efficient my route is here. Grab that. There you go. Obviously that there is a firebomb. That there is the ambush that you just have to spring before. So we're going to jump on one of these guys. Didn't quite kill him. Whoops. Ouch. Things not going right for me here. I'm kind of showing even at a decent level, these guys are still a threat. Let's have you down. I'm not going to use any heals though. There's no point wasting my elixirs, particularly at this point. However, that is the majority of the danger right here, all sorted. Now feel free to go back to the shrine to heal once you've cleared all of this, because you are probably going to have taken some damage, and we are going to have to face a fairly difficult enemy. Now it's kind of up to you which kind of use. We're going to grab all this, got some extra arrows, which is good. Kind of got some coinage. The importance of this will become more apparent later. We're going to come here, small chest. Get that there as well. Small spirit stones is going to be even more Amrita. And you can in fact sell all your gear to get even more as well if you wish to. Oh yeah, I couldn't pick that up, could I? That kind of just that's the item I could have dropped down for earlier that I didn't want to do it for. And you can kind of see why you don't really want to come up this way if you can help it. Okay? I've got lots of entrances to this building. We're going to open a couple of them up. Reasons for doing that are going to become more apparent in a second. If I remember rightly, we can knock this down. Knock this down. The reason I'm doing this is because the enemy we're about to face, I don't want to do in an enclosed environment. Now, you don't have to fight him. You can in fact, and I'm going to show this, you can in fact just draw him out. So we can just go this way like this. These guys also leash, so don't feel forced to fight them. I'm going to demonstrate this in a second. But he will kind of just walk back to his starting position. So we're going to pull him around here. So now that he's that far away, we can just run in here. The thing that he's guarding is the key, which we've got, which allows you to open this door here. Okay, now once you've done that, you don't actually have to fight him. As you can hear, the music's gone, so he's reset. He's just going to go back to his starting position. So you don't have to fight him, okay? Now, if you've leveled like me, and again, I'm going to show kind of where I started in the next video. This is just more of a route kind of thing. If, like me, you want to kind of finish him off, I'm going to enter beast mode. What I call beast mode is buffing my weapon, eating one of these power pills, walking up to this guy, and showing him what he likes. And as you can see, he is just getting mauled. We've even set him on fire, which is good. We've got a medium range attack, so we don't even need to go close to him again now. I'm just going to stand over here, pepper him with ranged attacks that you can't into it. Boom, guy's down. Okay, now he has left me something to give a demonstration on, and that is that in here your stamina is going to slow down its regeneration, but if you key pulse when you're gaining maximum key, you will clear it out. So that's that bit sorted. Next you can come over here, grab this. And then from there, we're going to head over this way, where we're going to get the next shrine. A few items right here, but on the way down, definitely worth kind of dropping off here. I think there's a Kodama on this bit. I'm going to double check in a second. If I'm right, I won't come back here. I'll just say this was Kodama number 5. We are going to head over this way. Now, this is actually a pretty good route to clear the next area from, but I would advise going to rest at the shrine first. The reason for this is because once we've kind of dealt with the other yokai thing that's just there, and you kind of are instead of going around, we can clear the archer without him actually being able to fire at us from that spot. So we're going to do down here, we're going to rest at the shrine, and again I'm going to take another recording check. So, catch you in a second, guys. Okay then, so carrying on with this area. As I was saying before, you can obviously snatch some stuff from above. The first thing you're going to want to do is deal with the yokai. So first things first, we need to kill this guy here, because he's patrolling around. So we can get with him. Cool, so that's that one down. Now before you actually go around the corner, you're going to want to come back around this side here. Break these boxes, because here we have a dude that's trying to ambush you, which is not great when we're trying to beat one of these big guys. So we're going to take this guy down. There we go. And because I'm going to intend on killing this guy, we are going to enter beast mode. Let's get rid of this thing. Set on fire, you. Not that you really need to. There we go, that guy's down. As you can see, beast mode really just brings the punishment, which is cool. Again, you're going to see people that have died here and stuff. Their AI is actually pretty stupid. You can't get them into that fire, but some of the other ones I'm going to show in a bit, you can actually just force them to run into the fire, which I am going to demonstrate. This guy, he is going to have aggroed. If you have taken damage, or if you feel like resetting it, feel free to rest at the shrine. Reasoning for that being, obviously you're not going to have to face this guy again, because he will not respawn. Now if I remember right, we should be able to get him to de-aggro. He has de-aggroed. So we're going to pop out and we're going to get him in the head. Like that. Which is the best way to do it. The best thing to do is try and aim it in the right place and then sidestep out, get him straight in the face, and then sidestep back out of the way in case you miss. We're going to do this guy. Now I probably should rest because there is still quite a few of the yokai guys to deal with. But I'll probably come back and rest after the next one. Get this guy down, boom. Take his head off. I was running a bit risky there, being on low key. Hit this rock off. This usually gives you something decent, like a spirit stone or something like that. Whetstones are actually pretty useful. They increase your familiarity with weapon. So if you decide you're going to switch weapon, you can stick that on and increase your familiarity really quickly, which is good when we're upgrading. Small spirit stone, that's all good. Useful for when you just a few armor short. Got this down the back here as well. Cool. So this next area is probably the first area that I think is, like I say, kind of a spike in difficulty, just because you have to kind of start thinking about things a bit differently, and you have to try and break it down quite a lot. Now the first thing you're going to want to do is not fall down that. And we're going to head all the way over this way. Now the reason we're going to do this is because we're going to try and unlock that shortcut before we actually deal with the area. The reason being, it does allow us then to break the area down even if we die, and I'm a fan of that kind of route. So I'm actually going to jump off over this side. Now right here it's going to be yokai. Right here is going to be Kodama number 5, so feel free to pick this up as you're going around. And then we're going to jump off here, deal with this guy. I can't remember if we can actually dash out and him. No, it's too far away. So we're going to deal with this guy. Come on, get him down. There we are. The revenant just here. We're heading down here. Boom, shoot down. That's that. We're heading over this way. Open this door. I can't remember if there's a chest in here, I don't think there is. So you're going to try and stick to the left here. A couple of basic enemies left until we can in fact sort the shortcut out. Lots of goodies everywhere. Sorry guys, probably shouldn't sing that. I'm going to put you all off my channel. So yeah, and as you can see, we've got another shortcut that you can take down here if you happen to fall through the trap, so you don't have to face the yokai. There we go, get this thing down, there we go. So if you do fall through into the trap, it's going to bring you out to here. I actually managed to clip it through the door, that's pretty cool. Let's get you down. It's nothing all too bad. I'm not going to summon that yokai, we're just clearing the village area at the moment. Got other guys to deal with in here. Thinks he's sneaky. Antidotes, they're pretty useful later on. Particularly from those guys because they can poison you. That's a ladder we could have come down. But I feel like my route is easier. Oh, I didn't realise that those were actually represented on the map. That's kind of cool. In any case, we're going to head back on over this way. Oh yeah, we need to go near anyway. Let's get this guy down. There's a big giant axe. Again, these guys are very, very dangerous. You see that? Even one hit from his axe took all of my stamina away. I'm going to put you down. You're going to get executed away. Doing that to me. Explosive rounds, excellent. Another big chest. Yeah, everybody likes a big chest. Cool. So we're going to come back for that guy in a second after we've unlocked the shortcut. So back around here. And then we've got the ladder up the tower. I don't know why I nearly said up the torch there. That's really weird. Once we get to the top, I'm just going to take a recording check. So I always like to make sure that I have in fact recorded everything.